AIB is a safe space for us ladies and theydies to discuss our bodies, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. We're offering insights, sharing stories, laughing, supporting, and unlocking our divinity together. There's no greater power than that of the flower that is always in bloom. How you feeling?
Hi,
Yeah,
I'm good.
What's good with you?
Not so much.
Grace, I'm so happy to be back in the studio.
I love this studio.
I am so happy to be back in the studio with you. Because today,
Yes.
I was going to say for the first time ever, just to make it more dramatic, but we've been literally talking about this project for like 2 years. So to talk about it again, we're talking about Always in Bloom.
Woo! Always in bloom.
All right. So every time someone comes up to me, Grace, I have to tell them about Always in Bloom, but there is just so much to tell them.
Where do we start? Where do we
Exactly.
begin? How do we begin that sentence?
You know, Always in Bloom, it's a lifestyle.
I hate that. Oh my God. I hate it when people say stuff like
You know,
that.
it's more than just...
It's a vibe. It's a feeling.
Exactly. We are... okay, you spitting right now.
I'm really good at sounding like a hippie.
All right. Because Always in Bloom, it really is a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's a feeling.
It's a space.
Exactly. And the whole idea behind the name, I would say, I don't know what it means to you, but we go through a lot of phases, you know, as does a flower. You know, we go through a lot of phases, and sometimes they're not as bright and bustling. They're a little bit like weaker. But when we are bright and bustling, it's always remembered, but it's only referred to as being in bloom. But throughout all of those stages, I want to always remember that we are in bloom. We're constantly showing who we are. Even if it doesn't look that great to somebody else, it is us. It is we. That's what Always in Bloom means to me. Like standing in your power and your truth, however that may look.
Oh, yes. 100%. That's actually that's literally exactly what Always in Bloom means. Always in Bloom to me means that owning my power and owning my femininity as a woman.
Right on.
And really just emulating and trying to...
What's that?
I know it's going to sound wild,
No.
right?
Get
Like,
woo
we
up in
just-
here.
Energy. Just
Okay.
Straight out of the... But like in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like
just radiating energy
yes,
from
pussy power energy.
Pussy power. Always in Bloom. Pussy power.
Hella pussy power. That's that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah?
That's what Always in Bloom means to me. Hella pussy power.
Okay.
But like brolic pussy power, not like not weak, little weakly, like brolic. We really out here.
Defined.
Yeah.
Strong. Like you feel that when we walk in. Oh, is that pussy in here? That's what happens. That's what
Exactly.
happens when one is stepping into their being always in
Lifting weights
bloom.
with my pussy.
That's awesome. Thank you for that.
I don't actually do that though,
visual.
but, yeah. That's actually like literally like the
No,
exact
I've
visual that I have in my head, and I
okay.
know you. I know.
Okay, yeah.
Like we're here
exactly.
with it. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it's just.
Glad we got it. Okay, so Always in Bloom, we understand what it means, but let's get into what physically it is, like tangibly. If someone was like, oh, I'm about to hit up Always in Bloom for blank, what would that blank be?
It'd be for amazing social media content.
Period.
It'd be for a dope ass Patreon with behind the scenes content. Whoop,
Okay,
whoop,
ellipses,
whoop, whoop,
not a
whoop.
period. There's more.
There's more. A podcast. It is a feature film.
It's actually an anthology series, so I wanted to actually talk about that. So that was a nice little segue.
Boom.
Okay. So when I say it's an anthology series, that means that there are multiple films that are related to it. A little backstory on me: my name is Muhyi Ali. I am the creator of Afro Twin Productions, as I like to share. You know it. In my time with Afro Twin Productions, we have produced a plethora of marvelous films, and then we came into Always in Bloom, which is a short film series that is leading now into a feature. Right now, we have 2 short films that are in the festival circuit, edited. It's like popping, and I love them so much. The first one is called Always in Bloom, Ashanti. Okay. It is about a young woman who gets a yeast infection and feels absolutely filthy while her friend is posing confidently for a nude photo shoot. So
I love that.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun to shoot. Shout out to my talent, okay? Melanie, you're so cool. You're so cool. Gabrielle, thank you for everything. That was my talent there. But yeah, I just wanted, that film specifically, I wanted to talk about yeast infections and what they do.
Yeah, because who hasn't gotten a yeast infection? If
You
you have a
know?
vagina, like literally who has not?
I feel like they do something to you mentally also, though.
100%.
You feel me?
My brain like feels hazy and foggy when I have a yeast infection, and I absolutely hate it. Like I'm definitely like not myself.
Yeah, I feel like we're like so connected to our yoni or our vagina or everything. We're so connected that our whole body feels off. It's like something's wrong.
Yeah.
But they can literally happen at any time.
For any reason.
Any reason whatsoever. And the reason that they can happen for any time, any reason, is because there's a lack of research behind it, because it's not like an actual like medical issue. Like, this is a problem. It's mainly a discomfort. And because, again, it's a woman's issue, mainly, it's not really considered that big of a problem.
Exactly.
But I'd love to talk about it, so that film does that.
They throw a bunch of pink boxes at CVS at us and tell us pick one. And
Stick this in there. Not the greatest time. Yeah, so I guess we'll learn more about the ideas of yeast infections by watching the film, but also checking out our other episodes that we're talking about yoni practices and vaginal health and things like that. That's what Always in Bloom really is about, so we can learn more and destigmatize our bodies.
Yes, I use that word a lot when I do describe Always in Bloom.
Yeah.
Destigmatize,
Right.
Demystify.
Okay, hold on.
I really love those words.
Those are great words.
There's like attention grabbing, like almost like onomatopoeias. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're destigmatizing.
We sound like wizards.
Oh, it does. It does sound like
Demystify.
the pussy.
There we go. Next film. Always in Bloom, Leilani. Ooh, that one was so fun.
That was fun.
Oh
my
my
God, so cute.
Yeah, that one was with my young actress Simone Grant Brown, brilliant actress. She in the film gets her period for the first time, and the connection with her father, she feels it is different. So she's looking at these ideas, this binary idea of like men and women and what women are supposed to do, what men are supposed to do, all because of this thing that just happens to her, which is the onset of her menstruation. So that short film is out and going about, and right now we are getting into our feature film.
We're so excited for that one.
Feature film status. That one is also called Always in Bloom, Amara.
You guys get the theme here? Always. Because it's an anthology.
Okay.
It's the first time I used that word.
You did a good job. That's exactly what it is. Always in Bloom, Amara. It tells the story of these three sisters. The oldest one who is getting pregnant for the first time and super excited, but trying to outlive the shadow of her mother who passed 12 years ago, giving birth to her youngest sister. And the middle sister, who is a queer, closeted, exploited artist. And the youngest sister, who again is getting her period for the first time. So it's really all the trials and tribulations and existence of being a Black woman in society and of these three different ages. So that one's a pretty big film.
You're a genius, Muhyi.
Did I mention it's a musical? Drama.
I love this. Yeah, literally like mic drop. It's also a fucking musical.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't know.
Okay, in case you didn't know. So yes, that's what Always in Bloom, the anthology series, that's what's happening there.
Absolutely love that. I'm excited for everything that is to come.
You're part of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm here.
I'm also excited. All right, so we've mentioned the podcast, which you all are tuned into right now.
Yes.
Right now. The show, the series.
The
What
anthology
else? What else we got going on with Always in Bloom? The lifestyle, the content. You can catch us on all social media. What else?
Except for TikTok. We're not on TikTok yet, guys.
It moves so fast.
It's just so much.
Okay, that's a young man's game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I am not young enough to be on TikTok.
I'm just
like
not
it's just
hip. It's like next thing. I'm like, my head.
Yeah. It's a whole other monster on its own.
You know how long it takes us to make our reels?
We're not gonna talk about.
Okay,
that.
well, you know what? Skip ahead. We're gonna talk about that later. What else do we have going on with Always in Bloom?
Our period boxes. The real root reason, I guess, or the first tangible reason that we really started Always in Bloom was for period boxes. So the first thing that we started off our main idea was that Always in Bloom was going to be a period, it is going to be a period, a monthly period subscription box.
It is already. You
tailored
and look at our survey.
Tailored and catered specifically for you, for that special time of month that your flower needs a little extra tending to, whether you bleed or not. We just want to be able to provide you with everything that you need straight to your home without having to leave anywhere, because we all love, being comfortable and being luxurious. Who doesn't want everything that they need just delivered to their home? And
right.
Especially at a time of month where you don't even want to think, bro. You dead. I just don't even want to think. You don't want to move.
Facts.
You don't want to do anything. So yes, we got you.
We got you.
That for you, and we will literally just.
I love our period box, and I'm so glad that we came up with that because, everyone needs a little bit of love. And also a lot of women that I have spoken to, women and non-binary beings, they would often tell me how much they dread their period and they hate it. And I think that it's truly a beautiful process, whether you get your period or not. The fact that our bodies are like transforming right in front of us, free pregnancy test, and it's like cleaning itself. Like, I'm okay.
She said free
like zombie style
test.
Right now.
First of all, damn well that is a myth, because you can definitely be getting your period.
You can be spotting. Right. You can be spotting, but a full-blown period.
Spotting to the point where it looks like you have your... Because
some people do have lighter periods, so it could look like spotting. But yeah.
Because if I was pregnant, bitch, I would not know.
Okay.
It would probably look exactly the same.
I think that periods are beautiful. They're awful and not a great time when you're in it.
Beautiful, terrible, great.
Yes, exactly. And that is what it is to be a woman.
It's a dichotomy. To be a woman is a multifaceted situation, experience, and a journey.
We're going to talk about all of it. And I want people to be excited about their bodies. Yes. So that's kind of what the box is going to be, because we have curated it specifically for the person. Not everyone likes salty food. Not everyone likes sweet food. Not everyone likes loud music, so we're creating this box that has like cute little plants and trinkets and
activities, because a bitch loves to do activities when I'm on my period.
Oh my gosh, my friend
got fidgety things.
My friend got her period, and I had a super linty shirt. Okay, I had a linty shirt. But she was like brushing it off, and I was like, I'm gonna bring this to her when her period comes, because I had hella lint on my shirt. I didn't wash it.
Not using your friend.
But I also, but I brought it with chocolate and tea. And it was cute. And my massage gun, it was a cute little gift, but make sure that activity's in there. That also helps me. So y'all could get a box. Okay? So what else does Always in Bloom have?
I don't know. What else do we have?
We have everything. We have vibes. We have... us too.
Yeah. Our Patreon, which will have plenty of behind the scenes content.
Yes.
Plenty of super interesting stories that you guys are going to want to listen to. I really got to record that marriage story.
Oh, yes. Okay, we have a bunch of behind the scenes content, but I also want to mention, aside from like our tangible stuff, what we mentioned earlier, we are formulating community, and we're making it easier to talk about ourselves and our bodies in a more comforting space. I let Grace know that the reason that I started this whole idea of Always in Bloom is because I grew up without a mom, like a solid figure of like, oh, my mom is here all the time. So a lot of my understanding of how to be a woman and how to be feminine came from these outside sources, and they were pretty limited, especially growing up as a black woman, especially growing up as a dark-skinned black woman. Like, it was like, oh, I can only see myself like this. This is how I'm supposed to be. And I didn't think that was fair, one, but I also wanted to create this as a resource to comfortably grow into your femininity and your womanhood, if that's what you so choose to define yourself as. I think it's a beautiful culture that we are cultivating, and I'm so blessed to do it with you, my very great friend Grace Annette. But yeah, that's our goal. That's our main mission and goal is to.
And you brought me on. Why did you bring me on? Why me? I mean, I know why me, but why me?
Well, you done cute or whatever.
I know.
No, I really brought you on because in my journey of coming into my femininity and womandom and confidence behind my identity, I really do feel that you were a solid figure and being in my life, no matter what our friendship was doing, like no matter what the ups and downs were. I really do feel that you always came into yourself as confident as possible. You could be dead wrong, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Dead wrong. But you were like, nope.
I'm dead wrong with my whole heart.
With your whole heart.
My
and I'm
whole
just like,
heart.
wow, that is so beautiful and so
He's coming for me, though.
so in bloom. I loved it. I love you so much. That's why I asked you. Even in like your sexual identity, I really never felt necessarily comfortable because I didn't grow up with having that identity. You know, I was just like, you know who would be really good for this? Grace. She just is in bloom naturally. I could not think of a better person to do this with. Truly.
Basically, I'm always exuding pussy power.
That's what it came to. In so many words.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
It. That's why. So why did you join on, Grace?
Because I think that being a woman and talking about being a woman shouldn't be taboo. I should be able to talk about my period. I should be able to talk about my sex life. I should be able to talk about my upbringing as a woman without being judged.
You do.
Without being or feeling embarrassed about the things that I went through, because at the end of the day, they shaped me and formed me to the person that I am today.
So
I hate stereotypes. And growing up as a Latin Dominican woman, just little things like people expecting me to have kids and people expecting me to dress a certain way and be a certain way. And I'm just like, no, I'm kind of like a fake emo punk goth boho hippie. Like I'm everything. So like I just really hate stereotypes, and the fact that I was being stereotyped so hard because I was a woman, I'm like, nah. I want to break literally. You put me in the box and I will literally kick and scream until I'm out of that box. So there's no way that you are you think that you have a definition of me. Like literally everybody who knows me, they're like, Grace is, and then they pause, and I love that because it's like, who is Grace? Like who's Grace today? That's really the question, and the question that needs to be answered, because every day's a brand new day.
I love that. Yeah, you're
Bring
amazing.
new energy to every single day. You are amazing. You are incredible.
Thank you.
You literally wrote, directed, recorded literally the entire Always in Bloom anthology series. Like literally a genius. I can't even take a picture right, and she can record and edit whole films. Like, and a musical can we just real quick. Do you know how hard it is to write a musical?
It's very hard.
Lin-Manuel, she's coming for you.
Stop. We could work.
But
together.
no, you're gonna collab.
Blessings. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. That's that. So let's just jump into As a Sprout. I know this was kind of all over the place with Over Here and Filament, but I think we can close here as we have achieved our goal. Somebody heard what we were saying, and I think they will join us in our venture to Always in Bloom Land.
Instagram. Come join our land and engage with us. Thank you. That's the word I want to say. Yes. Engage.
Oh, As a Sprout.
As a Sprout.
As a Sprout. Here we go. So, young you, what would you tell young you about Always in Bloom?
Girl, you gotta do something dope in the future. That's what I would tell her. I would tell her that continue to do your research, and you're not a weirdo for doing research and for being on Tumblr and on Google.
For being curious.
And for being curious. You're not weird for any of that. It's going to pay off at the end that you know about all these things and that you're so comfortable about talking all these things because you did that research and stuff like that when you were younger. So keep doing you, girl. You make all those mistakes because all those mistakes are going to pay off at the end.
That was beautiful. The young me wanted that also.
What would we tell baby Muhyi?
Baby
Blues.
Baby yeet. About Always in Bloom, I would tell, just to remind or reaffirm that this is not only going to pay off, but everything that you're going through is meant for you, and you are the one who can handle it and reshape it and transmute it into something absolutely beautiful. You are always in bloom.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I tell little Yee.
I can see her smiling now.
Yeah, shout outs. I had mad round head. That smile was like dumb cheek. It's like, whoa.
Was?
All right. Thank you so much for watching this this podcast episode.
If you're watching this episode, you can find us on Instagram at
AIB Connect.
Boom. You can find us on Twitter at
AIB Connect.
We will link our Patreon down below, our YouTube, everywhere else that you can find us down below.
Yes, absolutely. Please continue to follow us, continue to support us, and stay tuned. We have, as you hear, so many other things coming out of this lifestyle. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you, in fact, are also always in bloom.